with Casey and Kyle.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't know you. You have a million clients, so, you know, like, you show up the same way, I'm assuming, like, for me, that you do with everybody else. Like, but you have your own life. You might have kids or husband or a wife. Like, I don't know what you're into. I don't know your story. Like, that's cool, whatever. But, I mean, for all I know, like, you could be like Dexter and kill people outside of here. Or Batman or like there was a hit and run down the road the other day and that person's still at large. Where were you? I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, like, it feels like maybe sometimes I'm just a paycheck to you because this is so one-sided.
Most of that's true. I do have an alibi for the hit and run, though. That one was not me. But yeah, you're not my only client, so I can understand how sometimes it might feel a little one-sided. You don't have a ton of information about my personal life because I do have a lot of personal boundaries. That being said, that doesn't make our relationship any less genuine. And I am here to help you reach your goals, and you're certainly not just a paycheck to me.
So today's contradiction was trying to illustrate that, your therapist has personal boundaries but still cares about you, right? That your therapist cares about you, but is not necessarily your friend. And then creating space for both of those things to exist at the same time. So tell us, Casey, what was going through your head when you were met with all of that emotion?
A lot was going through my head. Do you guys think I look like Dexter? Be honest.
Comment below.
Okay. But also, my first thought was like, oh my gosh, this girl just put an anonymous tip at Brownsburg Police Department for that hit and run, and gotta handle that immediately.
But you didn't.
I didn't call it out immediately,
No.
right? Because I recognized that this client was in a heightened state of emotion. So it wasn't going to be productive for me to sit there and argue with them about whether or not I looked like Dexter, rude, or where I was at when the hit and run occurred, right? What was important was validating their emotions and figuring out, okay, where do we go from here? Because I needed to validate, but I didn't necessarily need to agree, right?
Yeah.
Because it is appropriate for me to have some professional boundaries and personal boundaries in this line of work. So that doesn't necessarily change the legitimacy of our relationship or how genuine it really is. I am here to support you and help you meet your goals. That being said, we have to have some boundaries.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that feels uncomfortable.
Yeah. The way that I put it to a lot of my clients, just to try and be funny, I don't know, maybe some people think I am, I guess. Comment below. Is that, you're more than welcome to ask me whatever you'd like to ask me. You can ask me what my home address and my social security number are. I'm not going to tell you, but we can absolutely talk about why you feel like you need to know that. And because I think it is important, and obviously I can only speak for myself, but I don't think I would be able to open up to somebody who, like, I need to know I'm talking to a human being, right? Across this,
100%. The therapeutic relationship is such a big part of therapeutic process and progress itself, right? So I think I do want you to trust me. I do want you to feel like you know some things about me that are appropriate, right? But you don't really need to know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also think every therapist is going to feel a little bit differently on that too. Like, of their level of comfort with self-disclosure. And
right.
That's, yeah.
To each their own.
Right. Final question, Casey. Where were you last week with?
Busy.
Oh. Doing what?
Bye.
In your car?
Wise mind.
Wise mind.
Wise mind.
Bye.
Bye.